Welcome back, my friends and colleagues. It's time to relax a little bit. You guys are out there working hard. There's nothing wrong with coming home and having a cup of coffee and a beer, and if you're 21, that is, and relaxing and maybe going back to a different age. We're so busy in this period of our life. It's okay to relax a little bit and think of other things. Don't forget when you're setting up your Age of Empires, you go ahead and set it up like this. We're going to be playing extreme. I don't like, when I play a new game, I always go for the extreme. I don't like setting it up for the simplest setting. I don't know about you, but we're going to go ahead and talk about that. And don't forget to check out my other videos on YouTube called Council of Zeus 2. And here we are. We're picking it right back up, folks. We're not messing around. We are getting it going. And as you can see, these villagers, they're just starting out. And let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm going to zoom in here in just a second. Look at over here. So I have requested more villagers. Oh, there's those guys I sent up earlier, and they are getting it going. And I built a new village, of course. I want to show you something here. Right there, you see where it's a queue for, the hotkey is a queue for a demolition ship and a fishing boat. I don't know why Age of Empires did that. Maybe they need to do another fix. I don't know. So just click on a couple of fisheries, fishing fleet to go out there and get some large stockpiles of fish with which to feed our working villagers because they're going to be hungry after a long day's work. We got a marketplace going up. We got workshop facilities so we can start developing our technology so that we can fight the coming war. Right now we're in a peace treaty with the Sicilians. There, though, if you look on the small map on the lower right-hand corner, you see that big old red spot? That's them. Red stands for the enemy. The blue stands for friendly forces. So right now I'm starting to build up that wall. So we're going to seal things off a little bit. There's that scout. He's a nuisance. You know, that's the only one that really gets, when you wall up their city like that, or you fence it up like we did, usually that thing gets out. That's not a problem. We can have a few horsemen follow him, and some of our cavalry will follow him and take that scout unit out. So we're not worried about that. He's going to roam. He's kind of a nuisance, and sometimes I will have my scout follow after him. You're going to have to select guard, and he will follow. And then when the treaty runs out, then they'll fight, and he'll chase them down and fight them. So I might even have a cavalry force follow him around, guard him, so to speak, and they'll also take him out. But then you got to go back and find your cavalry guard force. They'll be somewhere on the map. So I'll do that if I have to, but we'll come back to him later, and I will show you how we deal with that situation. So okay, let's check and see how many guys we got that aren't doing anything. Oh, there's one of their fishing vessels. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send somebody down there and start mining one of those quarries because we need those rocks to build our walls, and our towers are going to come in very, very handy. And as you can see, we got those guys chopping down wood. Aren't they hard workers? Oh my goodness. Now, we're looking at that area up there to the upper left corner. That's going to be, I'm going to use that as a farming center up there. And what I do is I go with five, I actually build five these marketplace. They're not markets. They're farming centers. Agriculture. I said I was gonna look that up and I didn't. But anyway, that's where you put your farm. Put five of, for organizational purposes. I put five of them. Five farms around these things. And that's how I keep things organized. And so I will have a total of 30 villagers working the farms. And that seems to produce enough food. It really builds it up. Hey, one other thing I noticed is that sometimes I'll look at the map. Well, that's why I like the city maps. Okay, I think it gives us the biggest advantage in the extreme mode. The extreme mode is really fun. They are, as you will see when that 90 minutes expires, they come at you with a vengeance. They throw everything at you. So we are going to be ready when that happens. Here I am still in their territory. I'm stealing their stuff. You know why? Because that's what they would do to me. And look at that. One of their monks was down there. Anyway, I haven't built all our houses. We're going to get that going. And, of course, we want to tech up. We're going to be doing that and get them houses built so we don't have to worry about that. Get all this stuff knocked out of the way. Because when the war starts, it's going to be something. We're going to build a couple of watchtowers. Boom. There goes one, and we'll build another here coming up. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that, and sometimes those can draw in soldiers of the enemy forces, and it might attract them. But a lot of times they really help defend your walls. But the best thing to do in this situation is use water. Water's your best defense. They might have some links, some lines all the way back to their ports, and you have got to really be careful. You got to really be careful of that because they'll use those waters, those large areas of water, and they will sail right down into your territory and attack. So, and just a quick thing on that, I don't take every single advantage. Some advantages that I give to them. So I don't take ships that fire in the normal pattern, fire those bolts. I don't do that. The only ones I use are the artillery ships and the demolition ships, and that's it. So, of course, the Sicilians, they can use anything they want. And there we go. So we're blocking off. But once again, I noticed this long line of water. I said, wow, I'll just build some walls right there. And here's the strategy I found out in Age of Empires. The enemy will go for an open line. So if you leave a line open to your town center, they'll find it, and then they'll take that, and that's where they will focus almost all of their forces. And so that really helps you to fortify that area, position your armies, all of your forces right there, and just develop a kill zone. And I'll show you right there is where I'm going to be building it too, by the way. So yeah, set up those towers. That's where I'm making the kill zone. They're going to come right through that area, and they're going to try to get to the center of my territory, which is where my town center is. And they take out the town center, they win the game. Also, to give them a slight advantage, if they take out my castle, they win. It's over. So give them their advantage. When it comes to monasteries too, I want to say this about those. I build 2 monasteries starting out, and I build a total of 4 monks to go after all the relics. We talked about that in the first video. I said that you want to gather all those relics because they slowly accumulate gold. And here I am. I'm going to make this I'm going to make this a gate. So you think, so you don't want to think that if you build these gates and then you stay within them, but you don't seal off their territory. If you don't seal that off, they can go right through your gates. because remember, you got a treaty. So if you don't block those gates during peacetime, they'll just walk right through them. No big deal. And they'll go right down into your territory and they'll build stuff. And once they get inside of your boundaries, so to speak, your borders, they'll start building. They'll build like crazy. They'll build castles. They'll build all kinds of stuff. And then you got to take, yeah, so there's ways to deal with that, but you just want to avoid that. So anyway, getting the university going and starting the monastery right there. So let's just watch this for a little bit and see what happens.
Aperiopoulos Sancta Nox Frangevincula Nunc mens mea In silentio Tibi confide.
And right there you can see that's the kill area, the smash area, the bombardment area. That maybe, when we get the catapults up there, you will call it the dump zone, because they dump a lot of fire on top of that enemy, as you will see once the enemy starts attacking right there. We'll have our, you got to have save time. Remember, save a lot of time to build up your forces right there. And that's what I'm doing, starting. Of course, back here, we don't have everything built up. Let's see, we have 48 minutes and 51 seconds left before the end, before the treaty is canceled. So we need to get it going. We are getting it going. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get some naval vessels. We're gonna get our fleet built up. We're going to need some cannon ships, but do not forget to gather in all the resources that are out there. We don't want the enemy getting it, okay? We want to do every single thing we can to disrupt them. So we're going to do that. There's some advantages I surrender over to them. I give to them because I take advantages, so I give them some. And so there's my monk right there, and they're going after the relics. So obviously we need more houses. That's what we're doing right now. We're getting some more houses going. Those represent sections. Obviously they're not, when I look at it, I don't look at it as single houses. These are sections of valuable living space for people. And moving back down here, look at the enemy area. Okay. They're working hard too, but they can't get out. And because I got those guys walled in. See that? See that? There's there. Look at they're building up their forces. Look at all look at all those ports. They're chopping, but I have restricted them. And you can see more development there agriculturally there. And we need to continue to find people that are not doing nothing. Like as you can see there, we got a village woman up there doing nothing. And I actually counted my farm centers, and we've got too many. So you'll see me get rid of one. I don't like keeping a bunch of stuff. If I'm not using it, I get rid of it. I delete it. All you got to do is highlight that thing and hit the delete button. Not get rid of that. That'll just eliminate it. So, oh, you forgot somebody. You forgot one of your friends who's carrying a load of gold, by the way. So, okay, this is one of those delay things. See, and you can, all right, don't let one, okay, so those guys are busy, those villagers. But if you left that open, I guarantee you they'd follow you out. Let's see, where do we want to go down there? What are we going to do with these 4 guys? I don't know. Oh, we see my man down there, one of the monks. Let's get him back to the church, back to the monastery. Right there. Oh, there's another one coming in. Yeah, okay, click on that. He'll come right back there, automatic. There's another one. He'll come right back there, automatic. You just click it. We need to send him back out and get another one. Yeah, let's go get another one. Go get another relic. Start building that gold up. We can't cross over. So, yeah, my plan here, but they can go get that thing. But anyway, my plan there is to send somebody up there to build a port so that they can get a ship to carry that monk over. Absolutely. Anyway, we are going to put a map. Look at they got galleons with heavy guns on them. Yeah, we can't let this happen. So, by the way, they can stand off and smash those towers. Those towers are deadly, but those ships with those cannons, they can stand off. They can outrange the towers, and they can destroy them. You'll be doing other things, and then you'll find out that your towers are being destroyed, and you need those towers to take out their ships. Okay, what are we going to do with these guys? Oh, yeah, there's the port. Yes. Get up there and build that port because we want that relic. We want our man, our monk, to get up there. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it. And he's going to have to battle. Anyway, get those other 3 villagers down and they can start mining some gold. That villager there has already completed the entire 200 capacity housing. So, oh yeah, that villager's not gonna make it. So we'll have to send somebody else up there because there is a large school. What would be a group of leopards that are attacking? And so here we are. We're still trying to tech up. Oh, there we go. Tech up. Get it going. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right, let's check this situation out. Scout. Oh, yeah. Not going to make it. I don't think she's going to make it. Oh, she did. Okay. All right. She's going up there to build that port. Okie dokie. And so, let's see. I do believe we need an archery. And I do not believe we have built the stable complex yet. Yep, go get that one. Go get it. We are on it. Look at all those ships. They're right down there. Yeah. So they're busy. We got one one villager that's up there building towers, and that'll take them out. So there's a tower there. I don't see too much activity with ships in this area. But we'll go ahead. It doesn't hurt. We're gonna put. See how if they're not doing nothing, I get it out of the way because I don't want to worry about this stuff. So we're gonna send one villager over there to assist those villagers. And this is, yeah, we're gonna get the other ones over there. We're just gonna take it all. We're not gonna give them nothing. And yeah, that you notice I hit the fishing. That's not what we wanted. We wanted the transport vessel situation going on there. Bring that guy that built that. We're gonna get that. I'm sitting here having a cup of coffee just like you guys, or you might be having a beer. If you got off work or something, and you are 21 years old, and it is time to relax. Let these guys do all the work. You don't need to do nothing. Actually, you are working. This is pretty intense. I mean, you've got to keep your mind on this. Age of Empires is I think it's a good education toward teaching, not just, the ability to handle a bunch of different things at the same time, though you are definitely going to be doing that. But you got to manage your economy. You got to manage productivity. You've got to build yourself a defensive security force, an army, so to speak. And so all that's got to get done. And then you have to track your various resources, for example, gold, rock, food, and your steaks, so to speak, and the amount of lumber, because you're going to need all that. Yeah, see that? Yeah, don't need it, so we're not going to use it. So remember, every time you throw up another vessel like a trap, that takes away from that 200 capacity. That's your total soldiers and villagers, and your any vessels that you have, any shipping that you have, it's going to count toward that. But you can build as many towers. The nice thing about, and also the monks, they count toward that 200 capacity. So, and what the enemy will do sometimes is they'll reduce the amount of villagers that they have so they can build up their soldiers. But we're not doing that. So, no, we're not doing that. There's that castle. So, just to give them an edge too, I might have mentioned that if they take out my castle, they win. And you can see how close I put that castle up to the front. Because I want my archers, those elite British archers. I don't recall how the Sicilians, their strengths. They have certain strengths. We are taking that into account, as you can see. So, yep, there. Oh, that's right. Okay. So I like to have this. It's just the way I do things. And actually, yeah. So we're going to build cavalry units. That farming center right there, that's going to go away. That's there's one too many. So I won't be having that. I'm going to there goes that pesky scout. Sometimes the scout will be on, oh, yeah, got to get the archery gun. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Got to get that archery. So we are going to have the enemy is going to come. See, you can see right there. They're going to come through that little neck of territory, and they're just going to run straight into a wall of arrows, just like in the 100 Years' War. If you've ever heard of the Battle of Agincourt in France, yeah, study that. That's going to be Agincourt for them. And notice I got rid of that lumber camp and or logging camp and turn it into one of the farms. That's the farm that I'm going to get rid of, and not that one. So yeah, all these forests right here, they're all going to get cut down. This is going to be a bare area, all of it. You notice I'm not going after the wood and gold right now. Let's get the wood. Let's get the gold and boulders, the rocks. There I go, took it out. Let's get the ones that are on the outlying regions. So first of all, we want to get the ones that the enemy gets, the Sicilians get. We don't want them to get it. So again, here we go. I'm doubling up the walls because they'll try to take those walls down. Like they put about 5 or 6 guys hammering on that, or some ships maybe, and they'll take one down. And all they need is one little area. Just one little chink in the armor, so to speak, and they will send everything through it. And the next thing you know, you got an army. You'll look down on that little screen to your lower right, and you'll just see a line of red coming straight for you. We're going to see it anyway. You can see that line of red right there. Those are ships that are coming down. Yeah, so yeah, got rid of those fisheries, fishing ships, fishing vessels, so to speak. And I'll let you take a little look at what's going on here and have a cup of coffee. By the way, I want to thank you for watching. We're coming up to the end of this section. I'm gonna save the rest for a little bit of preparation, a little bit more treaty time. Actually, the treaty is gonna be running out. We'll have 20 more minutes of treaty time, and that'll be for Age of Empires uh, game section 3 before the treaty ends and the battle begins. It's gonna be a wild ride. You're not gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be one of those things you want it maybe right after work. Don't watch it before you go to work, because this is something you're gonna want to relax at, folks. So anyway, really enjoy doing this. It's a great game. AOE, Age of Empires, is just such a great game. They keep on improving it, and I'm really grateful to the people that designed it and made it. So anyway, won't let you guys go. Have a great day. Thanks again. Bye.